All right, we're starting in 1 minute. If you can hear me, it's a microphone test. If you can hear me, please say hi in the chat window. Hi, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to CyberLink webinar. This is Steven. I'm the instructor for today's course. And today we are using YouTube Live to do the live casting. So if you encountered any glitch issue of the audio, or if you got video freeze, you can simply refresh your window. This usually will help. And today we are having two of my colleagues, Evelyn and William, being the online support. So if you have any questions regarding the demo, you can see there's right-hand side there's a chat window that you can raise your question there, and they'll answer your question online. So be gentle because we only have two people doing the online support, so sometimes it may be a little bit slow. All right, so today's course is all about holiday. The time flies, it's December again, so it's holiday season again. I guess most of you are ready for this holiday mood. So today we're breaking the courses in 3 sections. The first section will be about Power Director. We'll show you the tips to create some holiday video even you don't have much time during your holiday. And the second part will be Photo Director. So we'll show you how to use Photo Director's layer tool to create a holiday card to send to your friends. And the third part, we will introduce our mobile apps, including Power Director Mobile, Photo Director Mobile, and our newly released Action Director Mobile to show you what you can do when you don't got that much of time during holiday and you want to edit your photos or video on your smartphone. So let's start today's course. All right, so it's December again. You know, every holiday season is the best time in the year to get together with your family to have a Christmas dinner together. Or some of you are planning to visit somewhere else to plan a travel. And the most important thing of all is every holiday season is the best time in the year for shopping. right? After Thanksgiving, all these electronic products are having deep discount, whether it's TVs, cameras, or computers, laptops, etc. So it's the best time in the year to buy a new electronic gadget for yourself. So today we will give you our recommendation for the top 10 cameras for this holiday. So the first kind of camera is a 360-degree camera. We've been talking about 360 for quite a while ever since we launched our Power Director 15, because we got the 360-degree editing capability. So right now there are many 360 cameras in the market, and our suggestion, the best to goes to Samsung's Gear 360, priced at $350, and Nikon's Key Mission 360, priced at $500. So both Samsung and Nikon's model are able to record 360-degree videos and photos. And the video, the resolution is pretty high at a 4K resolution. It's right now the best-in-class consumer level 360 camera you can buy in the market. And for Nikon's Key Mission 360, one very important feature of it is that it got real-time stitching capability, which means you don't need to stitch your 360 footage from two lens to flatten mode 360 video for further editing. So if you want to save some time, you probably can consider spending a little bit more money to buy a Nikon's model. While if you're a Samsung phones user, you got their Samsung S7 Edge, or you got their VR headset, and you probably you can consider Samsung Gear 360. It's pretty affordable and the quality is pretty awesome. Like myself, I'm having a Gear 360. And second type of camera is action camera. So when talking about action camera, everyone, well, the best choice will be GoPro. So they just released their Hero 5 Black, priced at $399, which is pretty nice. And Sony also well known for their action cameras. So their latest model, FDR X3000, priced at $348, is also a nice one. And both of these models are able to capture 4K video, and both comes with waterproof capability. And GoPro's Hero 5 Black also got a built-in LCD panel, which means you can preview your recorded video real time, or the LCD panel can help you better compose your video. While the Sony model, the Sony action camera is always known for their capability of great stabilization, which can assure you getting more stabilized action videos when recording with Sony's model. So both these two models we highly recommend. If you're considering an action camera, you can get these two models. And drones also is very popular this holiday season. And when talking about drones, there probably isn't not much choice except of DJI. Okay, so DJI, they just released a few months ago their Mavic Pro, which comes with a foldable form factor that you can fold it and put it in your backpack and you take it everywhere. And if you're a slightly advanced user, you want a higher quality video and more functionalities on the drone, DJI also released their Phantom 4 Pro edition last month. Price a little higher, $1,499. And both of these two GoPro models can record 4K video, and they got this active track functionality, which can track your movement from above, or you can even use your gesture to control, like taking a photo or asking the drone to follow you. So it's pretty awesome. And especially for DJI Phantom 4 Pro, the camera is capable of recording video at 4K 60 frames per second, which is now the best-in-class digital camera you can see in the market to record this kind of high-quality, high-frame rate video. So it's a good choice if you are considering buying a new drone. And the next category is about digital camera. I think a lot of you are having DSLR right now, but if you are a frequent traveler, you're probably thinking a DSLR is a little bit too heavy. So now that in the market there are this kind of prosumer level compact camera, like the Sony RX100 Mark V or Panasonic LX10, and both this model comes with 1-inch sensor, which can assure you get a nearly DSLR photo quality. And both this camera comes with very large aperture, means you can take photos under low light environment, or capture a photo with very shallow depth of field, which you got the main body, for example, your friends in the photo look clear, while the background is in a slow focus view, having a very creamy background. So both these two models are able to capture 20 megapixel photos and 4K video. So they are good for both photo and video shooting. And the last category is smartphone. Okay, I think nowadays a lot of people don't buy digital cameras anymore. Instead, they use their smartphone to record their daily lives, because a lot of smartphone already got very nice cameras. So the best in class goes to Google's Pixel and Samsung's S7 Edge, and both these two models' camera are highly ranked in a professional camera site, DxO, for its photo quality. So they both are capable of recording 4K video and 12 megapixel photos. And the best thing is that both these two models, they are VR ready. So for Google Pixel, it can work with Google's Daydream VR headset. And for Samsung's S7 Edge, it can work with Samsung's Gear VR. And both VR headsets are not too expensive. So if you want to buy your first VR headset and you happen to buy a new smartphone, you probably can consider these two models. All right. And the last and the most important thing of all, and if you buy any of these cameras, make sure you having Power Director 15, because Power Director 15 in our latest update, we already support the 360 editing, the 4K video editing, and some advanced formats like H.265 or XAVCS, so which can assure you that whatever camera device you're taking your video from, you can edit with Power Director. And if you like to take a lot of Photo Director is also a good choice, that we got tons of creative effects and adjustment tools for you to tweak with your photos. And if you got any of these smartphones, and we got some nice Android apps, Power Director Mobile, Photo Director Mobile, and our new Action Director. And these apps can help you creating videos and photos, even if you don't have that much of time, or even if you are on the go, that you can create a video or photo using your smartphone. Right, so that's our holiday camera suggestions. Then next, we'll show you the tips of how to create a holiday video. You know, during the holiday, especially in the Christmas Eve, when you are having dinner with your family, and after the dinner, you're probably sitting in your living room and watching TV while at the same time unwrapping your Christmas gifts. So in this time, people usually like to share a lot of photos or videos with their friends. And while Christmas Eve is short, so we don't got that much time to create a video. So we will show you how to use Power Director's this particular feature called Express Project, which we got tons of timeline-based templates that you can simply drag and drop your videos and photos in these templates and create your videos in 3 minutes. And the best thing is that we've just released our new holiday pack version 8, which also comes with 6 Express templates inside that you can use these templates to create very joyful holiday videos. So now let's take a look at the demo. Right, and since some of you are our mobile app users, it's probably your first time to see Power Director, so I'll quickly go through the user interface. So in Power Director, you can see the UI is being split into 3 parts. The first part is the top left part. It's our media library, where you can see all your videos and photos, and the built-in template will be showing here. And the top right part here, it's our preview window. So you can see the real-time preview of your media library content, or your real-time editing result on your timeline. So here is timeline is the most important interface of Power Director, where we got up to 100 tracks of timeline. So it's a layered, structured editing interface. So you can overlay a text over graphic and a graphic over a video, things like that. It can give you a lot of flexibility when creating videos. Okay, so on the timeline, you can see we already created a very complicated project, look like this. Okay, it's the same as the intro video you see in the beginning of today's course. Okay, so you can see it's a very complicated one. It got some photos as the background and some transitions and some titles and some things like this, the particle effects in Power Director. So if in the past you want to create a project like this by yourself, you need to spend like at least 2 to 3 hours to create a complicated timeline project like this. But during Christmas, we don't have enough time, right? So let's do the other way. We can use Express Project. So to launch Express Project, you can click on the plugin icon, and you can see Express Project showing here. Okay, and then click on Express Project. It will open the Express Project library, where you can see all the built-in Express projects showing here. Okay, and this project you can preview here in the preview window. Okay, which got a very nicely looking photo video slideshow template with some nicely looking text. So for each of the template set, we got the opening, middle, and ending section, and you can freely mix all these sections. So it doesn't matter you want which one to start first or which one to be the ending. So you can, if you want to use a template, you just simply drag and drop it onto your timeline. Then you can see on your timeline there's this kind of placeholder showing on the timeline. This 1 and 2, and here you can see 3 and 4, where you should place your photos and video in this placeholder. And remember, when you see the preview in the media room, it comes with background music. But on the timeline, because the Express project, it's a combination of different template sets, so it's not including the music. So you need to prepare the music track yourself. And once it's been imported, you can go back to the media room to select the media content here. Okay, now you can see your media content is showing in the media room. Then next step, you simply drag and drop all your videos and photos you want to use to the templates. Like this, drag it on the timeline to replace the placeholder. Okay, and on the templates, there are some text. If you want to edit the text, simply double click on it. So you can change the text here. All right, and you can preview what it looked like on the template, like slightly adjust the position of this text and click OK. Then you'll see this text has been updated here with this cute dialog showing up here. And any of the elements inside of this template is adjustable. For example, here I got the transition. If I want to replace it, I go to the transition room and choose another transition, drag on it and replace that, and it's been adjusted. And lastly, if you want to add some music, you can go back to media room and find the music track and put it on the music track of Power Director. So here you got this video done. It just take me like 1.5 minutes, and I can create this cute-looking slideshow. Look pretty professional, and it's the resource can be simple. It can be a series of your family photos or family videos, and you can create a video look like this in pretty short time. So I highly recommend that if you don't got much time during holiday to create a video, then you can use this Express templates, Express projects in Power Director to create your video. All right, so that's for the Express project. Then next, it's about 360. So as we mentioned earlier, that there are a lot of 360 camera available to purchase in the market. So Ricoh probably is the first one having the 360 camera, and Samsung, the second one, this little ball. It's also available in the market since April this year. And Nikon, they just released their new model, Key Mission 360, and LG also got their 360 camera, and also like this is from Kodak. And also there are a lot of startup brands like 360 Fly or bubble, that they're also having some nice 3D cameras. And when you got the 3D camera, what kind of topic you should choose in your holiday season? So here's our suggestion. The first one is Christmas markets and Christmas fairs, because in most of the cities there are Christmas markets in the city hall or downtown, like in London or in New York or in San Francisco in the Union Square. That they all have the Christmas market, and in Christmas market it's always crowded with people, with lights and a lot of small booths selling interesting Christmas gift or Christmas food. So having a 3D camera, you only need to press a shutter to record the video. You don't need to care about all the composition or the shooting angle thing. So it's one of the good topic to take a 360 video during the holiday. Okay, another type of topic is family reunion and your Christmas party with your friends. In the past, if in a Christmas party, if you want to take a photo of someone, of everyone, that you need to take them one by one, because usually your camera won't fit so many people. But now that with the 360 camera, it's actually capturing everything surrounding the camera. So you can have all your friends shooting a photo or video together with all of them included. And like your family dinner, everyone is sitting around the table. So it's also very good for taking 360 videos. So now let's take a look at the demo video. Okay, if you are a follower in our YouTube channel, you're probably aware that we've recently released several Christmas around the world video, which we got a video from New York, San Francisco, London, and Paris, etc. Okay, so here's a video we just released. It's from New York City. Okay, so you can see in the beginning, when you're turning around in the 360 environment, you can see there are titles everywhere and text everywhere to show you where this place is. Okay, and because it's a 360 camera, so you can move up and move down. You see this kind of Christmas decorations are falling from the sky. And here is a Christmas market in Bryant Park. Okay, so you can see this skater ground. Looks pretty awesome. And this little shop by the side. And at the same, you can look down. Wow, there's a power director tripod cover at the ground. Okay, so this is a 360 video. It's pretty fascinating that you can record everything at the same time. That it's save your time while it create a very fun experience watching the 360 videos. So how to edit? What can Power Director do when editing 360 video? So here are a few things we can do in Power Director. We can add titles, we can add PIP animatic objects, we can add transitions between clips, and we can enhance the footage if the quality isn't so good. And also we got some particle effects, like if there's no snowflakes in the sky, we can put some snowflakes in the sky. And if you are a follower to our YouTube channel, you probably saw we are running this Where is Santa hide and seek little events on our Facebook fan page. Okay, so take this one, for example, it's in Times Square, and we are having a Santa hiding in the video. Like here's a Santa dancing right here. And actually, we are using a chroma key to add this Santa Claus in the video. So yes, if you are a user of chroma key, you can also use chroma key to add green screen footage to your video, to your 360 video, and remove the green background. So let's take a look how to edit the 360-degree video. Right, so entering Power Director's interface, you can see the editing interface exactly as the same as the 2D editing mode. That we got the media library here, and we got the preview window here, and we got this timeline editing interface here. Okay, so let me quickly explain what 360 is all about. So this one is a 360 clip. You can see it's flattened, and the upper and lower part is a little bit distorted. Actually, this is called the flat mode or equirectangular mode. That it's flatten a ball to a flat ground, to a flat canvas. So you can imagine it's like you're projecting a world map from Earth to a flat map that is that will be looking like this. So the left side and right side, when viewing in 360 mode, that you'll be stitching together. Like when I click on 360, then the back side is being stitched together, while the upper side and lower side, it will shrink to the North Pole, and the South Pole will shrink to 1 point. Okay, so in Power Director, the editing interface, if you want to edit any 360 effects, you're editing in this flat mode, and you can switch to 360 when you want to preview what it looked like in the 360 mode. Okay, so you see in the beginning of the video, we got some of the titles showing around the camera. Like this, we got this Christmas sign showing around. You can move everywhere. You can see the Christmas logo. And actually, we are putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different PIP graphics on in different direction. And when switch to 3D mode, you will see that it's surrounding you. And the one in the back, we are actually having this one and this one. They'll be stitching together. So I'm having half of the image here and half here, that it can create you a surrounded PIP effects. And if you want to create a text, it's also very simple. Like here, I'm having this text object. I'm having 1 in the center, 2 at the left, 3 and 4 at 2 edges. So in the 3D mode, it will show like this. Okay, 1 in the center, 2 at the left, and 3 at the right, and 4 in the back. And to edit this kind of text, it's easy. You just create a text object, and within a text here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're having 4 cutting in two parts. One is the right part, one is the left part. So in the 3D mode, that this will be stitched together in this 360 environment. So that's what the 360 concept is about. So when you're inserting any object in your 360 video, make sure that you put in this center, this equatorial line, instead of North Pole and South Pole, because North Pole and South Pole will be distorted. Like for example, if I move this one at the top, then it will show like this. Okay, it doesn't fit what I want. So usually I'll be putting it in the center, that you can see it's in the correct aspect ratio. All right, so now you know the concept of creating this 360 text. And to add the PIP object is also simple. Just drag and drop anything like this on the timeline, that I'm having this Christmas at the center, at the left, at the right, and at the back. So you can create a surrounding text or PIP objects. And one other thing is that some of you may ask that if you want to use some building effects, that's also doable. So for example, in the PIP room, you can see the effect, the building template is showing here. And you probably remember that at the bottom part of the video, we are having this little sticker of Power Director. Actually, because when you're taking 360 video, usually tripod will be showing here, right? So we can go to the PIP room and find the tripod cover here, and then you can put it on the timeline and make it longer. Okay, so you can see this tripod cover is showing here. And in the 360 mode, you'll be a little round sticker at the ground. And some of you are asking, well, in the 360 edit mode, actually, I didn't see a lot of my templates showing up. For example, the Holiday Pack version 8 is empty here, even though I installed that. The reason is because the content pack is designed for 16:9 aspect ratio. So when you're in the 360 edit mode, it will not show up. But don't worry, you can click on this aspect ratio switch and turn it to 16:9. Then these effects will be available for use. It will show up here. And it's simple. Just, for example, I have this Christmas tree and gift pile. I can put it on my timeline. Okay. Then switch it back to 360 mode. All right, so now that you're in 360 mode, and I can adjust the size of this gift box and Christmas tree, put it here. And I can copy and paste another one here. And following the same actions, and add one here and here. Okay, so you can see now in the flatten mode, there are text and different PIP objects being placed on the timeline, while in the 360 mode, it looks like this. And it's animated object, so it can be popping. Very cute. So if you're in a VR headset, you can see all these cute objects are surrounding you. And in terms of video editing, it's just the same as what we used to see in the 2D editing mode. You just drag and drop all your clips on the timeline by sequence, and you can trim it, you can cut it, you can add transition between clips. So it's very simple. And we got the question in our YouTube channel that someone is asking how to do this kind of hyperlapse 360 video. That in the 360 video is actually panning. So you can still look up and look down, and while the whole video is panning, although the original one is a static one, that we didn't have any other devices to help it panning. So actually, this is composed by 2 different layers of videos. I'm having here in timeline 1 and this one in timeline 2. So to do this kind of trick, actually, I'm having this canvas moving from left to right like this. So it's easy to do with Power Director's keyframe tool that I can double click on it, enter the PIP room, and at the beginning frame, I set in the center position, while in the end of the keyframe of the clip, I add another keyframe and move it to right half of the screen and click OK. And on the second clip, it's the same, that I'm having a keyframe at the beginning and make it out of screen. And in the end of the video, I'm dragging it to the center and click OK. So now that you can see this canvas is moving from left to right, and in the 3D mode, it will look like this swiveling hyperlapse 360 video. So it's a pretty cool technique that when we were designing the product, we didn't find out that we can do these things. But one time when I'm trying, we found, wow, this is pretty cool. So actually, we use this kind of technique in a lot of our Christmas videos. Okay, and next is about chroma key. So here's an example that this Santa is dancing on the street. And actually, it's using chroma key to add the Santa in, so I can take it away, like by hiding the layer and take it in. So here's the Santa. And the way is that we insert this green screen footage, put it here, and double click on it. Go to PIP room and use chroma key to get rid of this green background. And adjust the hue and saturation and the luminance tolerance to make it a better fit in the video. So it's now looking like this. But the color is a little bit strange. It's too bright. So the same, I can go here and click on Fix and Enhance, and go to Color Adjustment panel to make the exposure slightly lower, to make it darker, and brightness slightly darker. So now that it's fitting to the background, we are having this Santa dancing in the video. So it's all done with chroma key. All right, so here are the tricks for editing 360 video. Actually, it's not too difficult. So make sure you visit our Facebook fan page to join this I Love Santa event. It's pretty interesting. And we are giving away, we're running an event every week for finding a Santa in the video. And for those who join the event, you got a chance to win some of our software as a holiday gift. So make sure you check it out on our YouTube channel. All right. And this is for the basic 360 editing. And in 360, we also got one other very cool feature called View Designer. So first, we'll explain the difference between 2D video shooting and 360 video shooting. So in the 2D world, actually, when you're shooting someone, you need to point your camera to him, while you cannot capture people at the side or at the back of the camera, because I'm not pointing the camera to him. But in the 360 world, if I place a camera in the center of 3 people that when I'm capturing a video, it can record all these 3 things. So if you're taking a 2D video and you want to highlight something in a video, you need to do something like zoom or pan. You need to move your camera to point it at to. But if it's a 360 video, actually you can control all this kind of zoom and pan in the post-production by using our new tool called the View Designer. So here we will show you an example of a View Designer. All right, so in this project, you can see here's a clip. Okay, you can see during the video, we are actually there are four lines of lyrics in the song, and in each lyrics we are pointing to one direction and slightly zooming. While when moving to second lyrics, we are panning from point A to point B. And actually, the source video is a 360 video like this. We are having people singing around that. And we added that with View Designer when doing post-production to control the viewing angle switch. So when I'm dragging and drop this 360 footage on the timeline, you can see this dialog shows up asking you whether you want to edit a 360 video or 2D video. And if you choose the 2D video, you will go to this View Designer interface, okay, where we allow you to set the time frame in different, set the keyframe in different time in the video. So the keyframe setting is at the bottom of the interface. So like at the beginning of video, I set a keyframe. So we start singing. Okay, and end of the lyric, I'm having it zoom in to highlight the people in the center. And when the second line starts, I'm moving to angle number B and zoom out. And end of the lyric, I'm zooming in and switch to angle number 3, zoom out. And then end of the lyric, zooming. And lyric number 4, I'm zooming out and switch to angle number 4. Okay, and in the end of music, I'm zooming in. So let's take a look at how this video looked like. Okay, it's pretty awesome, and it's very easy that you just control in the different time points, setting a keyframe, and you can set the position of the viewing angle of the camera and the zooming scale of the camera by using keyframe control. And Power Director will add all these in-between frames inside of between 2 keyframes to control this camera pan or zoom. And once done, you can click OK, and you are ready to produce this video. Okay, pretty nice. So if you got the 3D camera, actually this is a very cool feature to use in Power Director, that when you are producing a 2D video, you want to control the viewpoint of your audience, you can use this View Designer technique to attempt the result you want. All right, so this is for Power Director's introduction. So here comes our next section about Photo Director. So I don't know how many of you are joining our holiday webinar last December. It's 1 year ago. And in last year's demo, we have this particular graphic that it's a group shot, and we use the bird shot to take different photos. While in different photos, actually, they don't smile at the same time. So in Photo Director, there is this face swap feature, which can identify the faces and pick the best facial expression and merging them into one photo. So of course, in this year's Photo Director 8, we also got this feature. But the bad thing is that we got a new feature called Video to Photo. All right. So now that, as we mentioned earlier, that a lot of cameras are able to capture 4K video. And in a 4K video, actually, every single frame is an 8 megapixel photo, which the quality is good enough. So it can be a really good source to get the photos from this single frame. So in Photo Director, we got this feature which called Video to Photo, helping you to capture a frame in your photo. While this kind of videos are creating several interesting scenarios. For example, when I'm importing a video to Photo Director's library, it will pop up this interface, which you can capture a single frame. Or if you are recording this video from left to right by panning of a city landscape, then we can select different frames in this video sequence and combine them in a panorama shot using panorama photo merge. And if it's a group video, you can capture different frame in the video and having a Photo Director to help you identify the best facial expression and merge them into a nice photo. And if it's a continuous action, like someone playing skateboard, jumping down jumping down, then we can merge all these actions together in a multi-exposure photo. So here, this example is to create a group shot. So we got this video from 5 of my colleagues. See, they never smile at the same time, but I want to create a group shot from this video sequence. So the first thing, I want to enhance the quality, so I can take the True Theater enhancement to adjust the lighting a little bit. Then I'm moving to a frame where Victor, this guy, is smile. So I capture it, create a snapshot. Then the second frame, Emily is smile, so I create another snapshot, and so on. I'm capture 5 photos of 5 of my colleagues here. Then I can import it to my library. Okay, and after import it to library, you can see Photo Director is importing these 5 photos to the face swap module, where you can click on merge. Then Photo Director will start to analyze the faces and merge these 5 photos into one that everyone is smiling right now. Okay, and if you think you don't like this face, you want to change it, you can click on the face to change to other face like this. I feel so bored, but because it's a happy shot, so I'm giving Victor a happy smiling face. And once this one is done, you can save the photo. Okay, then you can go to other editing tools. For example, in the layer editing tool, I can select these photos when everyone's smiling. And because it's a Christmas group shot, I'm using layer. I want to add some little hats on them. So I got this PNG file. So it's now, we got a layer here. And if you want to adjust the size, you can use a control handle. And if you want to maintain the aspect ratio during adjustment, press on Auto key, then drag. Okay, then you can resize it. And you can click on Control C and Control V to copy and paste the Christmas hat on the others. I'm having the other hat here. The same, I can make it smaller. And here, on Victor's head, and rotate it a little bit. Okay, and what if my photo, like this one, is a JPEG file? Can I do that? And of course, you can, okay, sorry. Okay, you can drag and drop a JPEG photo on it, but it comes with this white background, right? So in the layer editing tool, we got this background removal selection area tool. You can select it and use the pen brush to brush on the parts you want to get rid of. I'm brushing on these white parts, and I can use the mouse scroll control to make my brush larger or smaller. Okay, I've selected the Christmas hat, so I click delete. But you can see there are still some solid edge by side, which isn't what I want. So let me do one more thing, is that we got this refine edge tool. Click on it. Let me click on it again. I need to highlight it. Here is this refine tool. Okay, I can click on it. Then we'll enter this refine edge tool panel. So you can select a refinement brush, the edge brush, and brushing on like this little fur area. So you can see now the edge has been refined perfectly. You can see all these details, and the fur has been perfectly removed. So you can imagine if you're using Photoshop to do the exactly same thing, it probably need to take you like 20 minutes or so to making this edge part being removed perfectly. But in Photo Director, it just take you like 10 seconds. Then you can do that. Once OK, you can click OK. Then the selection mask have been revised, and click on delete to remove the background. All right, and then you can adjust the size of this last Christmas hat. This background removed, and put it here. All right, so this photo is done. It's pretty cool. So this is a basic feature of our layer editing tool. And actually, we are having more than that. We got also a lot of other tools in the layer editing room. Like if you want to create a Christmas card, you can add a text layer. You can add some shape like this ribbons and this circle here that you can use the shape tool to draw some shape on your photo. And we also got blending mode, which allows you to blend different textures or light effects on the photo, and blur tool, pen eraser tool, etc. So now let's take a look how to use the layer tool to edit the Christmas card. So I'm having this photo of a little girl on the edit. But first, I want to adjust the color because it looks a little bit dark. And Christmas should be joyful, so it should be brighter. So I go to the adjustment panel, go to curve tool. I can adjust the brighter part, brighter, and darker part, also brighter. Okay, and midtone slightly lower. Okay, so now you can see the photo. The original one looked like this. And after adjust it, it looks brighter. It's what I want. And also, I want the color slightly warmer, so I can go to the temperature to make it warmer. So once it's done, the next step I want to add is adding some lighting effect on it. So under the edit panel, there's this overlay. It's a new feature in Photo Director 8 that you can select from several different kind of lighting templates. So usually this is the one I want. And once done, I want to do further editing. So I can click on layer and bring this photo to the layer tool, the layer tool. So you can see now the overlay layer and the background image, the color was being adjusted, both imported to the layer editing room. And the next thing, I think the left part of the photo is a little bit empty. So I want to add the Christmas tree here at the left, while I want to erase this background image. So I can go to the eraser tool and use the eraser, the brush tool, to brush on the part I want to get rid of. So just brush away what you don't want, and you can reveal the background. Okay, and then I want the lighting effect also applying on the Christmas tree, so I can drag this layer and push it apart, push it upper to cover the tree, so you can see now the color has been altered. The next step, I still want to add some more texture on the photo, like this one. It's a texture of a newspaper, so like a printed dot, so I can resize it. Then I can choose different blending mode. Let me choose multiply and make the opacity a little bit lower and move it under the lilac. Okay, so you can tweak with different layers to see which kind of feeling blends the best. So once it's done, I'll start to write some text and add some decoration on the photo. So I go to the shape tool. I want to draw first a ribbon. So I select white first. And at here, here's a white ribbon. And also the ribbon should be a red one. So the white area is only for decoration. So I can create another layer and select red and draw another ribbon above that. Okay, and now when it's done, you can slide it. You can use Shift to double select and move it down a little bit. Then lastly, I want to add some text, so I select on the text tool. click on the screen and type the text you want and adjust the size and move it upward. There we go. And I want this text and ribbons coming behind the tree, so I can drag it and drop it behind the tree. Sorry. So you can see now this text are being moved behind the tree. So then I'm finishing editing this Christmas photo. And what if I want to, I think this creation is pretty good, so I want to save it while I want to apply this same layer set on other photo. What should I do? So you can click on Save To here. And you see a Save and Express template. Okay, so you can save it as an Express template. Like, for example, that you can name it and adding some tag here. And if you want to share on these director zone, you can click this on. If not, you can unselect it and click Next. Then this template will be saved to your library. So for example, if here's another photo and I want to add the frame on it, add those layer frames on it, I can go to Add New Layer where you can see Add Express Template. Okay, and select it. You enter a selection panel where you can find this effect I just created. Click OK. Then you put all these layers above the photo. So you can create a very same look and feel of the photo by using same Express template design. So this is a very cool feature for Photo Director that once you create a layer template, that you can save it, share it, and apply on different photos. Or you can go to Director Zone to check the photo frames created by other creators and use it on your photos. So this is about Photo Director. All right, and here comes the last part for our today's presentation is our mobile apps. So we're actually having a lot of mobile apps right now. So the first one is Photo Director, and it's now surpassing 25 million downloads on Play Store. And we have this app for both iOS and Android version, which help you to edit great photos even on your phones. And for video editing, we got Power Director mobile app, which got the same timeline interface as the desktop version that you can use it on your Android phone. And we've just released a new app called Action Director. And it can help you create several things, like first apply some color filters on your video to change the atmosphere of the video. And furthermore, it can help you create a lot of sports effects like fast motion, slow motion, reverse, and replay. This kind of effects using Action Director mobile app. So let's take a look at the demo of our mobile apps. So here's my phone screen. Okay, so let me launch a Photo Director app. So if you're an Android user and you just updated to our last week version, we've released our version 5 of Photo Director on Android, and it's got a new camera module, which you can now use a Photo Director's camera to take photo instead of taking photo with system's camera, then coming back to edit. So simply click on it. You enter the camera module. Okay, so here I got this Charlie Brown and some gift box on the table, so I can take a photo of that. And there are several different features in this camera module. So the first one is that you can switch between 16:9, 4:3, or 1:1 aspect ratio when you're taking photo. And because I'm taking this photo for Instagram, so I'll use 1:1. And we can enable the green light here to help you better compose your photo. And the bad thing is that if you are swiping on this capture window, swipe left or right, you can see we are switching different photo filters to the photo. And you can also go to this selection panel to select different type of photo effects. So I'll choose this one, the Festival, and touch to focus, then capture a photo. Okay, now you can see here's a photo being captured to my library. And if you want to edit, you can click on the edit button to edit that. And the first problem I found that it's Charlie Brown's photo, but I forgot that there's a pen behind that. I didn't aware of that. So don't worry, you can go to the removal tool here and use your finger to brush on the pen. Then click on apply. Then photo director will use the content aware removal tool to get rid of this pen here. So this is the original one, and this is the pen being removed. Perfect. All right, and next we want to adjust the color a little bit. I want it look brighter still. So I can go to curve tool in the adjustment panel while bring down a little bit the mid-tone and bring up a little bit the darker part. So this is a photo look and feel I like, and I want the saturation slightly higher. So I can go to saturation to make it higher. All right, and the next step, I want to apply some lighting effects, just like what I do in Photo Director's desktop version. So I can go to Overlays, select Lighting, and here you can see a lot of different lighting templates available for choose. Okay, so I choose this one. And next, I want to create a photo of a snow globe. So we got this new tool under the splash panel. Okay, it's called the shape mask. So here we got several different masks for you to choose from. Okay, so since it's a snow globe, so I choose this one. And I can use my 2-finger pinch to adjust the size and position of the snow globe. Click OK. And since it's a snow globe, so I want to add some snowflakes in the photo. So I can go to this tool called the pen tools. There is a magic brush in the tool set where I choose this tic-tac-toe effect and brush on the photo. Then these little snowflakes are being added. Okay, and lastly, I want to add some stickers. So I go to the sticker panel and finding more effects, like it's holiday right now. So we are having this Christmas Day templates, Christmas Day stickers. So I can use it and select like here. I want to add this one. I can use a finger pinch to make it larger. And I can use multiple stickers in it. So here's a second sticker. Okay. And if you want to remove one sticker, just click on it and click delete. Then it's done. So here's the photo being added sticker. And lastly, I want to add the frame. So I can go to the frame panel to select different frames, my photo. And also, if you want more, you can download some other frames like the Christmas frame and use it. Okay. Well, it covers my sticker. So I'll choose a plain one like this one. Click OK. Then it's done. So you can see this is the original photo taken, and this is the edited photo. Now look totally different. Then next step, you can save it, and then you can save it or share it to your Facebook or Instagram right inside of the program. So this is Photo Director app. And the second app we'll show you is our Action Director mobile app. So this app, as we mentioned, that it can help you create some action effect like slow motion or fast motion. So I can go to my edit room where I can see several photos, several videos in my SD card. So for example, I choose this video clip. It's from my recent visit to Universal Studio Japan, and it's a notorious Jurassic Park ride that this card is sliding from 10th floor high. So I can go back and edit to Action Director to do the edit. So entering, the first thing I want to do is I want to trim the clip. So I can go to the edit room and move from the back of the video to trim to the part I want. Okay, and click OK. Then the video has been trimmed shorter. And the next thing is that when the car is sliding down, I want to create some action effects. So I want to start from this point and end at this point. So first, I want the slow motion. So I make the speed 1/4 slower. And then I want this action takes 2 times. So I can click on 2 in the repeat. And between first and second time, I want a reverse effect. So this kind of adjustment will give you a first time the regular speed, then a reverse plus a second time 1/4 slow motion. So let's take a look how it look like after applying this speed effect. It'll take a few seconds for Action Director to pre-render a copy for you to review. Okay, so it will look like this. Wow, that's awesome, right? Then click OK. You can go back to the editing interface. And the last part, I want to add some color effects. I can go to color and select from different filters to change the color of these clips. Okay, let me choose this one. And you can also manually adjust the brightness and the contrast, etc. here. And once done, I want to mute the background music because I want to merge several different this kind of clip with a speed effect. So I want to mute the audio, so I can go to audio to untick the original audio and click OK. Then you produce a video clip like this. It's a very cool speed effect. And if it's all fine with you, then we can go to produce the video. So you can select from SD to Full HD quality. And for the Full HD quality is only available when you're having an in-app purchase of in-app upgrade in this program. So if you like our app and you want a Full HD exporting quality, you can consider paying little money, $2.99 to upgrade to the full version. All right, so this is Action Director. And once it's done, I want to combine multiple clips with a longer one, so I can go to Power Director mobile app. Okay, so this is the interface of Power Director mobile app. And you can click on New Project to start with the new video project editing. And we support both 16:9 horizontal video and 9:16 vertical video. I know in mobile phone, a lot of people like to create 9:18 vertical video. So I click 9:18 and entering the interface where you can see your photos, videos, and photos and music are all stored in different folders. So to add a video to your timeline, it's pretty easy. I can open this and select the clip, then click the plus sign to add it onto my timeline. And if I want to trim one clip shorter, I can select it on the timeline and trim it shorter. Okay, and to add the transition between clip, I simply click on the transition between the clip and add the transition effect. And next, I want to add some text at the beginning of the video. So I can go to this overlay and select title. Here you can see several building titles. And if you want more, we got in-app upgrade version. You can buy this content pack from CyberLink for this extra text contents. Okay, and if not, you can use the free text template directly by clicking on it. Okay, so once it's done, you can adjust it, make it larger. You can click on it to type the text you want. Okay, and make it larger. And you can change the font face by clicking the edit icon and click title designer, where you can choose a different title, different font faces, and adjust the color. I want to make it brighter. I'm creating an outline. Okay, once it's done, we can take a look what it look like. Okay, look good. Then next, we also want to add some stickers on the video. So we go to the sticker room, where the same, we got a lot of new templates to download. You can download it from this template set, or using those ones you already downloaded. Like I want to add the Facebook like button here, share button here, and these Christmas decorations here, and the Christmas tree. I put it here. Okay, so you can go to each object to adjust the size. Move it lower, and this one I'll move it higher here. Okay, and lastly, I want to add the music track, so I can go to the music and find the track I like, then add it to timeline. And because this music is too long, so I want to trim it. So I click on the audio track, click on the trim button, then select the part you want to trim, then click on the trash can. You can trim it. And I want to mute the ending of the, I want to fade out the ending of the music. So I can select on the track again, click on edit, volume to add the fade in and fade out effect on the music. All right, so now see what we've done. Okay, you see we got the transition, some of these animated objects on the video and transitions. Okay, and this little cute Christmas decoration, and all the clips are with some speed effects. Okay, and if you like it, you can go to the save panel to save the project, or you can produce a video, go to produce panel. You can save the video to your SD card or smartphone, or share on YouTube and Facebook. Or if you are a user of CyberLink Cloud, you can save this project with the packed project material like your video, photos, and music, and these titles, etc. you use, and packing them all to a project that you can upload it to CyberLink Cloud. And when you back home, you can go to Power Director on your PC and download the project from CyberLink Cloud to continue with edit for more edits on your desktop. So it's pretty awesome that you can work between the mobile version and the desktop version. All right, so that's for today's presentation. I really wish all of you enjoy it. And today's presentation is brought to you by CyberLink Learning Center. Okay, so if you want to visit CyberLink Learning Center, you can go to CyberLink homepage, find it under support. There's Learning Center where you can find several different tutorials for Photo Director and Power Director, and also our webinar. It will be archived on the Learning Center next week, so you can rewatch it again. And if you want to watch previous webinars, you can still go to here to watch some previous webinars we got. Okay, and here's a quick teaser for our upcoming event. We are running this new event called I Love This City Photo Contest starting January 5th next year to March 7th. And so you can use Photo Director on desktop. We got the Windows and Mac version, or on your smartphone using Photo Director mobile. We got Android and iOS version to create a photo and submit to our event page. And then you will get the chance to win great prizes like the DJI drone, Asus phone, and Samsung Gear 360 camera, etc. So stay tuned. And in this holiday, if you got some nice photo, don't forget that coming back to us by early January to join in our photo contest. Okay, and for today's presentation, we are having this little survey. So please help filling in the survey to help us improve our next webinar better. So we are giving away this gift: Power Director, Photo Director, and Holiday Pack, and 4 Udemy courses to those who fill in the certification survey. So you can find the link in the description here, the first line. Don't forget to fill in the certification survey before end of the course. All right, and if you want more advanced courses, we also have on Udemy from Phil Ebner. He is our Photo Director and Power Director instructor. So for webinar participants, you can use these 2 special links to buy at the half price of the original price for a 3-hour long Photo Director and Power Director courses. All right, and lastly, it's holiday season, so we are having several deep discounts on our products on Director Suite, Power Director, and Photo Director. So Director Suite is right now at $199, and if you registered our webinar, you've received this coupon US 1612 WEB, which can give you additional 15% discounts, which means you can buy the Director Suite at $169 and Power Director at 67. And if you want to buy Photo Director, it's less than $60. Pretty great offer, so don't forget to check it out. All right, so thank you so much for today's presentation. And the presentation is brought to you by CyberLink Learning Center. And our next webinar will be in next February. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe our YouTube channel, our Facebook channel, and make sure you check our email. We'll send the invitation to you. So thank you very much. And we wish all of you having a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.